So what I'm going to do is take you through my process on how I do voice work. And to begin with, I'm going to start with something very simple by using a rough scene from one of the films. Now this is SFA's episode with Osmond Osborne, otherwise known as Ozzy Osbourne to those who like Black Sabbath and Ozzy's solo career. Now, of course, there's a lot of characters I'd love to voice, like this Bob, but that isn't going to happen anytime soon. Or equally, oh, obviously that's a nice Snoopy reference for you, so I just can't help it put Snoopy and everything. So, I'm going to use Dark Audio Tonic, or Dark Audacity, and I'm going to click Start. I'm going to make this very short, just to take you through the process. I'm going to manipulate my voice, and I'm going to turn this into the characters by manipulating my voice in such a way that I become those characters. So, I'm now going to begin. And I'm just going to actually go into the folder and get the script. Yeah, my organisation with my autism is extremely good because I never like a disorganised folder. Every section is either music or equally scripts. Now I'll be looking for episode 87. So I think I am here, and there might be a bit of swearing, but I will censor it the best I could. I also have real animosity, so you will never really get my real name, so therefore you'll never find it. Right, let's clear that, and I shall begin. Alex, Aston Villa love the team. How the fuck did you fucking annoy Adam this time? Well, I have no idea. All I said is he was an aged referee who needed to retire from his job. Oh, funny. I had a sus in that team. Bad news for Glen Office. Bad news for Scotland. Well, I know I'm a Mayfield referee, but why? Hello there, Ozzy. Oh no, it's only Aston Villa. Come on, it's only a team. Only a team. I'm an East Fife fan, and you mentioned the wrong team. I beg your fucking pardon. This is not my fault. This is your fault, and you know that. You should remember that you're a referee who's not biased. I beg your pardon. I am a Scottish cleaner. Hey, calm down, guys. Hey, what about the game? I like Martin O'Neill. Do you like Martin O'Neill? Do you? Of course. You're off, number 8, for being podgy. Ugly. Okay, ugly. You're a podgy player. Now, the next process to this is quite simple. You then need to go back to the VLC player and look at the reel. When Alan walks in, there is a specific cue for every single movement in the film. I am going to point at these specific cues as Alan walks in at 19 seconds of the footage. Actually, I'd smart that 20. Although 19 would be more preferable because you actually get a distant walking effect before the character even appears, which is far more realistic to some movies. So I'm now going to take the pointer here, or the actual pointer, and I'm going to go to 20, and I'm now going to drag this along. Now, obviously, remember the camera angle also changes and does a freeze frame at 21. So now, I'm going to now go into 21, which may not seem like a lot of time to you, but for stop motion, is essential you keep it timed well. And then we start again at 23. Now by 23, we are now going to realign the footage if I shave off blank noise. And at 23 we should then restart the walk. As he walks down, you'll notice he's walked past KCC Vinyl, the old Collier's shop. Obviously that was a shop in Leaven who served coffee. And he has walked in approximately at 30 seconds is where you must end your footage. Or shall I say, Foley work for walking. Now, I'm at 29, so I'm just going to add in an extra. Use the pointer and remove. Now, this is what you should get. From his job. Oh, funny. I had assassinated bad news for Quadro office. Bad news for Scotland! And it will become less distracting. I am actual fact using a plastic minifigure sound effect walking on a plastic board. To explain this properly, the plastic board has a minifigure being slowly banged on it for the walking effect, as I believe in realism and using actual footsteps from concrete does not suit me in the role of stop motion when it is a plastic minifigure on plastic. His job. Oh, funny. I had assassinated. Now you can hear as if he's walked into the shop. Bad news for Scotland. Well. Now, there's no more walking effects, but if you were to add music, for instance, there is a trick to this. Now, I suggest copyright free, because copyright free music is a much easier system, but it doesn't mean covers. It could mean something from the Prodigy, some of the Smashing Pumpkins, even Michael Jackson. If you do your research, you will find copyrighted music. Some tracks, like if it wasn't the Farewellies, or equally a Scottish football song, is also non-copyright. So therefore in Celtic FC, in earlier episodes, before episode 87, you will have found a few Scottish football songs that were copyright free used. But you've got to remember that there's always copyright somewhere down the line, even on the most obscurest of bands, such as Mana, a Polish artist. She still holds copyright on her own music. And therefore, the Polish record company, or whoever manages Sony, will hold copyright from the European side on her music as well. Just because you're in Scotland, America, or other parts of English-speaking countries, they will still say it's a copyrighted track. But you can use other things that are non-copyright, like recording your own. Or equally, if you don't want to record your own, you could have a look through Google, go onto a safe website, aka one that's got a padlock, not one that's unlocked, because if you're downloading tracks from unlocked websites, do not go for anything with an unlocked padlock. Go for padlocked only. And make sure they're legitimate. I suggest a website safety checker, which you could put the address into, and it tells you if it's been known for viruses or blacklisted for having any form of viruses with downloads. So therefore, finding these sites will assist you, or equally, or will assist you in finding music that will not have you for potential earning limits or monetized on YouTube. But also note, they do have a YouTube library, and the YouTube library will give you things that you can also use in your films. This could be done for YouTube Studio, or editing your video through the YouTube Studio once you've done the voice work. Now, when it comes to background music, it can sometimes damage the recording, but when adding background characters, I will now show you an old technique I've used since the beginning. Now, as you've noticed on Dark Odyssey, I've shifted everything to the left, but I'm now going to ad-lib some lines. Don, I really don't understand the reasoning behind this madman. There is a referee walking around here, and I don't know what he's on about. But I think personally this referee is a menace. I don't know what you're talking about. I think you should all go. This referee has been in their coffee shop for over 4 years and a faithful customer. Yes, but the point is the referee never leaves the cafe. Oh, I don't care what you gotta say. Can I smell your hair? I've just quit smoking. Have you? Well, why do you want to smell my hair? I don't smoke. Is that you? No. Oh, God, it's me! Oh, I need a cigarette so badly. Can someone get me a cigarette? I've been smoking and eating for so long. I really don't know what's wrong with that woman. I really don't. She's quit smoking. Now, obviously, that is one part of background. Now let's add some Scottish people. I will not put subtitles on this. Well, what can I tell you? There just seems to be a right issue with this place. They say it's Glenrothes. Is Glenrothes really a pretty town? I really don't know. Oh, it's a very pretty town. You just have to remember how pretty the town is. Towns are pretty, come on. Everyone knows how pretty Glenrothes is. Nice place to live. I disagree. I think it's actually rather horrible here. I don't know what it is, but do you really think a coffee shop in the middle of Glenrothes that looks like a grand castle is going to attract people to come in? Of course it does. I go there every day. Aye, but it's Fourth Bay Cafe now. Oh, so it is. We better go to the other one. What was it called again? Costa. Oh yes, we'll go to Costa. Then put that to the right and down again to the lowest you can get it. And now the background chart should sound like that. The next thing is we're going to add male voices. Exclusively. I really hate you. I really don't know what went wrong, Neil, but I think there was a slight issue, Neil. And where's that doorman with a bald head and looks like Alexis Sale? I don't know where he is. I haven't seen him in a while. Have you seen him? I beg your pardon? I don't look that bad. Come on. Just because I've got a bald head and I'm a bit overweight doesn't mean I'm a doorman. I thought you were. You look like one. Yeah, you do look like a doorman, actually. Well, I take that as a compliment. Do you want to get past me? What? I thought Bert Cap was worse than you. Bert's next door me. I know that. But I'm worse. He just has soft Liverpudlian. Well, I know he is. Look at him. Well, what can I tell you? There's nothing more to say, but this doorman does not look soft. We'll pay for it again. Even random lines just add to the essence of a busy street. Now, once you...
Aston Villa love the team. How the fuck did you? And I know I had this time.
Well, I have no idea. All I said is he was an aged referee who needed to retire from his job. So now we're going to add Stuart Little and Snowball. Now, Stuart Little was originally voiced in 1998, and the film started production before the summer of 1998. I know this from research, but let's see what happens when we change his accent just ever so slightly. You know the problem, Snowball? I think you got a lot of issues. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm telling you, as a voice actor, I am not going into a coffee shop that is Fourth Bay Cafe. What is your problem? You just go in. You go in, you have your coffee, you come out. I'm sorry, I don't want to. I prefer that when Scott ran the place. Well, I like him, but sometimes you gotta understand that it's not as easy as that. You just gotta go in there and you just gotta have your coffee. I'm not going in there when the coffee is by another company. He roasted his own beans. Well, I think you should go in there. Come on, Snowball. Well, I'm agreeing. I think you should. In you go, Mr. Chucky Clock and Taylor. It might make you happy, Mr. Phyllis Stiller, that is okay. Now, my only advice to people who do Scottish accents is do not roll the R's like you're a pirate. Because that is so common. In fact, I'd go as far as to say that is the wrong way of producing a Scottish accent. Try this method. Just once I figure out. I just need to figure out what character I want to add to this. I'm trying to keep this video short, so this will be the last segment. Just once I figure out how to do this, because I'm trying to figure out famous Scots who are not generic. I often reference people I knew when I was younger in a lot of films, so it's kind of hard, or even heard on TV. I really am wrapping my brains. But, saying that, nope, I'm still rocking my brains. Ace! There's a problem in the coffee shop. I can't get in for love nor money. They've got this funny thing with fiver to get in. Use your psychic paper, Doctor. You have psychic paper? Psychic what? I can get in anywhere. All I have to do is drop my fucking telephone box and I'm there. Well, you're right, yeah. Why don't you just go in then, Doctor? Because I'm mad and eccentric and they might see the polecat in my hand and might think I'm a Yorkshireman. You haven't got a whippet up you, Doctor. I don't have a whippet at all. I really don't know about this, but what is going on? Anakin, come here. I'm going to get a coffee. I really hate you sometimes. You know that, Obi-Wan? I told you. Not as eccentric as these guys. What are you carrying? Lightsaber? I've never seen that before. How does it work? I don't know. It just has a stone in it.